Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Harika. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how we can actually navigate between the pages using the tab control on UiPath apps. So I'll just give you a brief of what I'm going to show in this video. So let's say you have a tab control where you will be traversing between different pages across. And now ideally the expectation would be if you go to a different page and when you click on back, you should land back into the tab from where you navigated, right? So if you see, I'll just show you two scenarios here. So the one that I've shown you is the ideal expectation, like navigating back to the page where you have started from. But then if you see, there are three different tabs in this as well. So I'm going to the page 3, and when I click back, it's coming to the main page, but in the tab 1, right? So ideally, if you click back, you should come to the tab 2 where you have actually started from, right? So this by coming back to the tab 1 will always keep an extra click in effort in order to come back to the tab 2. Right, so today I'm going to show you how you can capture and keep the index of that particular tab in order to navigate back to the page where you have started from. So without any ado, let's get into the video and see how we can get that achieved. So before to that, I'll just give you a good brief of what all the different pages that I have. So I just simply created three pages just for the demo purpose. Page 1 with a header and page 2 with a header and a button. Clicking on this button will take you to page 3. Okay. And then page 3 have a back button, and clicking on the back button will take you back to the main page. So in the main page, I have three tabs and I have connected three different pages to each tab, right? So if we go to the general in the tab control, for the tab 1, I have connected the page source to page 1. For the tab 2, I did similarly to the page 2. And for the tab 3, I did for the page 3. So I've connected all these three pages for the three tabs on a tab control. Okay. And now when I click on this particular button, I showed you what is the event that I've configured. And now the expectation would be how we will be coming back and landing on the tab 2 if I have started from there, correct? So now if you see, all these tabs have indexes, just like an array or a list, all these tabs have index. So for the tab 1, it starts from 0. For the tab 1, it starts from 0. For the tab 2, it's 1. And for the tab 3, it is 2. So now, how do I capture it and how do I hold that information in order to come back or navigate back to the same page is, so if you see on a tab control, you can see there's a property called active tab index. Okay, so there's a property called active tab index. I have created a variable int tab index. So if you see, like I'm just deleting this, and then if I go to here, it is a variable type is data type of this particular expression is int 32. So I would recommend you to create a variable of type int 32. So let's just create one, int active tab. Okay. And then if you see the type, if I just go for int, you can see 16 and 64. There's no 32, right? So 16 is short and 64 is long. So we need 32. So go for a whole number. So this is a trick over here. So go for a whole number and create a variable of type that actually matches with the data type in 32. Okay. So that's the first thing that you have to do. So as I've already created, I'm just taking in tab index, which is of type in 32, and I have created it as a whole number, right? So this is the first thing that you have to do. So what happens here is at any point of time, this variable hold the value of the tab index. And now what exactly I'm doing over here is whenever I am navigating from the page 2 to page 3, I am allocating the value of tab 2 to this particular variable. Okay, what I'm doing here is let's go to page 2, and here I have a button, correct? So what is the rule that I've created already here? as soon as I click on that particular button, it should open me page 3. Correct? So before it opens page 3, I also want to store the tab index that page 2 is in. Okay, understand this point clearly. I wanted to store the tab index of the page 2. So the page 2 is in which tab? Tab 2. So the tab 2 if it's starting from 0, the page 2 tab 2 value will be 1, right? So now I'm gonna add a set value here, and then I will be assigning tab index and setting it to 1 because page 2 is in tab 2. So now I have taken the tab 2 index and I'm navigating to the page 3. And we have already seen in the page 3, I have a back button, which will get me back to the main page where my tab is there, right? So when it is getting back to the main page, by default, it will come to tab 1. But when we are clicking in the page button in the page 2, we have allocated the active tab index to 1. That means it is an indicator that we have started from the tab 2. So it will hold that particular value, and when it is navigating back to a page where there's a tab control, it will navigate to the active tab where we have started from. So now I'll do the preview and I will just show you what is the difference that we have made on the existing app. So if you see, I have come to the tab 2 and go to page 3. And now we have allocated the active index to 1. So when we're going back, the back button will take you back to the main page, but to the active tab. What is active tab value? It is 1. So it will take you to the tab 2. So this is how you can use active tab index in order to navigate back to the tab from where we have started from. So this is so simple. You can give a try, and most of the time this would be ideal expectation when we have different tabs in the different pages. We don't want it to go back to the main page, or we don't want to traverse back to different pages if we have tabs on the main page, right? So this is how we can control the navigation between the pages in an app where we have a lot of tabs and pages. So I hope you found this video useful. If so, do let me know in the comments and stay tuned to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe for more such informative content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.